Hey everybody, this is Troy Alexander, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. I'm excited tonight. We have a phenomenal guest, but every week we encourage you to go get that dream and to follow your dream. You know what my motto is: dream, take that step and walk with purpose into your destiny. But tonight, listen, y'all, I encourage someone the other day, listen, the sun, even when it's raining and cloudy outside, the sun does not stop shining. Listen, we have to rise above the clouds and above the rain. Guess what? We see the shine doing what it was destined to do. And so tonight, I encourage you, go get that dream. There's no mountain too high that you can't get over. There's no valley too low that you can't get through. So tonight, I encourage you, connect with us. We're on Facebook, Troy Alexander. We're on YouTube, Inspiration with Troy Alexander. And guess what? Our nonprofit, calltoinspire.org, calltoinspire.org. Tonight, I'm so honored. We have a phenomenal young lady as our guest tonight. Listen, she started All-Star Cheer at the age of 4. Currently on level 6 senior all-girls world's team cheer. She is one best running tumbler for most of her 10 years cheer. Come on, y'all. Listen, she is one of the top 50 athletes in the nation, chosen to attend an elite tumblers clinic in Georgia, sponsored by Infinity Gen Next. Listen, holds several pageant titles, including Miss New York, Royal International Miss, and Most Photogenic. Listen, she's a model. Yes, she is, y'all. You can see that right now. She's an actress. Listen, she also does community service. She collects items for the homeless. Listen, she also filled in for another team at her gym with only 3 practices left. That team won All-Star World Championship for their division. I'm not finished, y'all. Listen, she plays basketball and also track and field. Let's welcome JAEDA GRUBBS. How are you, JAEDA?
I'm good.
Listen, I'm so honored to have you on our broadcast. Listen, I want to ask you, because you're so amazing in all that you do, what is it about cheer and tumbling that you love so much?
I think it's like the motivation, like from like the other athletes, and like the bond that you create, and just like the asset of like just like working hard and like trying to reach your goals.
Well, listen, JAEDA, you have done so much for so many years. I mean, you've done this since what, I think the age of 4. Well, I'll talk to you at the age of 4, and you're 14 for 10 years. I mean, that is truly amazing. And listen, I know you're amazing and you're awesome, ready, because listen, I read your bio. I wanted to ask you about the about staying focused, right? Because I would think doing cheer, especially competitions and tumbling, how do you stay so focused on doing that and being so great?
I usually just like block everything out, like everything just goes out of my mind. Like I'm just like determined to do what I have to do.
Wow, listen, well, you do that very well. And I gotta ask you, do you get nervous at all? Like when you're going for listen, some people actually are nervous prior to, but once they go onto the mat or the court, that's their world. But do you get nervous at all?
I definitely do get nervous. Like you can see me before I go on, I look like I just saw a ghost.
Wow. But somehow you focus and you push through it.
Yes.
Amazing. Listen, I'm amazed that even with the tumbling, I mean, you are you are recognized as one of the top 50 athletes in the country for tumbling. So listen, first of all, I want to say congratulations, and what an amazing recognition. What does that feel like to be so good at something, to be recognized in the nation?
It feels very good. At first, I didn't think I was good enough. I didn't want to submit a video, but my mom pushed me to do it. And once I found out that I made it, I felt like I accomplished something.
You did. You did. Listen, I'm telling you, it is a wonderful achievement. I'm so proud of you. You are just phenomenal. So I gotta ask you, for those who may not know what tumbling is, can you just describe a little bit about what you do actually?
Yeah, so we have 2 different kind of running tumbling. We have running tumbling and standing tumbling. Running tumbling is more forward tumbling, and you have a lot more power. And standing tumbling is more backwards tumbling, where you have to build up momentum to actually like complete the skills. And it's like a lot of flipping and a lot of training.
Wow. Listen, I can only imagine. And because the beat, I'm telling you, listen, top 50 in the nation. Listen, I'm telling you, I mean, that is like, do, do, do you know how many people are in the world, or in the nation, in this country? And you are recognized as one of the top 50 in the nation. And that is a phenomenal. I'm so proud of you and all that you do. And you talked about practice and hard work. So tell me about, because I think I read where like you practice like, what, is it like 3 times a week, or is it more than that?
It's 3 times a week, but I usually have a private every week, so I say like 4.
And how many hours is each practice about?
Each practice is 2 hours.
Wow. I mean, that's a lot of work to put in, right? 3 times a week. I mean, do you ever get tired? And if you do, like, how do you push through that?
I definitely do get tired. It's like really like impact on my body, but it's just like the motivation. Like you want to win, and like you want to like your team to be the best out there. So like it's just you have to give it your all.
Listen, I'm telling you, you do it amazingly. And I mean, I don't know how you push through the way you do. And that's a lot of hours and hard work. Is there anything that you do on your off time on your own? Or do you just focus on the practice with the team?
I have a private like for with my tumble coach 30 minutes. So I work on like the tumbling and like to get more elite tumbling to be like better.
Wow. Listen, I'm just getting better. I'm like, how better can you get, right? To be one of the best in the nation and probably in the world. But no, but that's an awesome drive that you have to want to be better and focus and all of that. So I got to ask you, like, to me, you're in front of all those people, right? Especially at cheer competitions. Like I've seen them on television, I've seen them in schools and so forth. Do you, I mean, how did you learn to like not get so nervous to focus in large crowds and being on that stage?
Just like once like my first foot steps on the mat, like, and I hear like the like crowd like cheering and like the coaches getting hyped and like all the fans and like once like that music hits, like it's like
Hmm.
nothing.
Wow. What keeps you motivated? What keeps you going? Yeah, because you've been doing this for so many years. What keeps you motivated? And not only that, but to be at such a high level, what keeps you motivated?
All the excitement. Like once you get to higher levels, like the excitement gets more and more and more. And just like watching like other athletes, it just like motivates me more.
Wow. Well, listen, you continue to be an amazing example of perseverance, persistence, just awesome. And I'm so, again, so proud of you. So listen, explain to me, because you're on a level 6 senior all girls world team. How many levels are there for young people? Like, is it more than that, or is that the highest?
I believe there's a level 7. But like we have open teams, so like anywhere from like 13 to like 62 can do it.
Wow. Why you
Yeah.
wait. I can be a tumbler?
Yeah.
Listen, one day you have to teach me a move, okay?
Okay.
All right, awesome. So actually that was one of my questions. Have you ever, you're so good at what you do, have you ever taught classes?
No, but like if I'm like in an open gym or something, like and if I see like a person like struggling or like trying to get a new skill, like I'll give them corrections and try to motivate them to like for them to like reach like their goal.
Wow, wow. And I'm like, is that something that you might want to do down the line? Is be a coach and train, or not quite yet?
It's definitely I definitely see like in my future to do it.
Well, listen, all I know is I have no doubt whoever you train, get ready. They're going to be amazing, because whatever they can learn from you, wow. I just want to just say it's amazing. And I'm again so honored to have you on our broadcast. So listen, I saw in your bio this where you filled in for someone, right? With I think like 3 practices left. And they went on to win the All-Star World Championship. What was that like to like not been with the team but to fill in for 3 practices, and then they go on to win. What was that like?
It was definitely new. I definitely never done them before, especially like with 3 practices left. But before that, I like studied their routine. So like when I got to practice, I like already knew where to go. So like, and then once we won, I felt like it was like really exciting.
Jada, wait a minute. You studied the routine before so that you would know where to go. And you weren't on the team, right? At first?
Yeah, like a couple years before that.
Wow. Listen, I mean, that is amazing for I mean, that shows me that you want this, right? That shows me that you want to be ready so that whoever calls, right, that you can be ready to, and with 3 practices. Wow. I'm gonna give you a applause on that one because I'm telling you to get it like that. So this wasn't something that I sent to you, but I want to ask you, how long does it like on average take you to learn like a routine? Like, is it like weeks or days or hours?
Well, if we're like like learning a whole new routine, it usually takes like a couple like choreography days, but like after that, it's like kind of like back of your hand. You already know it.
Wow, wow. You must have a wonderful memory. I can remember all of the routines. And so, how long is a normal routine about? Is it like a minute? Is it 2 minutes, 5 minutes?
It's 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Wow, wow. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. But it seems like it goes so fast, right?
Yeah,
But
it
really
seems like it's
fast.
like 30 seconds.
Right, right, right. So you practice all those hours and weeks and months for 2 minutes and 30 seconds.
Yeah,
Wow, that must be like a real rush. I mean, to know that you have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to show the judges, right? Your best moves
yeah,
and so forth. That's awesome. And I'm so proud of you to be able to know, you know what, I'm going to be ready. That tells me that you want this, right? That you're gonna study, you're gonna learn, and you're gonna go out there and give the best that you can. So I'm just in awe of you. I really am, because you're just so awesome and amazing. I wanted to tell the audience even more so about how amazing. I read in your bio how at the age of 6, how you talked about, and you're 14 now, but how there was an experience where you had pain in your foot and you had to go through physical therapy for like almost a year, but you didn't stop cheering or tumbling. You kept pushing through. Tell us about this experience and how were you even able to do that?
Well, the pain that I had when I was 6, I still have it now, and it is pretty painful. But like to me, like no pain or like no injury is gonna stop me for doing like what I have to do and what I love to do.
Wow, wow. So Jada, first of all, I gotta ask you, was there any moment during that time where you had any doubts at all that you were gonna continue on and come back and be better?
Yes, I did because I just all I had to do is just push through it, and it was kind of easy. Like once you're like on that floor, like the pain like wasn't there, so like it was definitely easy to go through it. But like afterwards, it was like so painful.
I'm trying to sit here, Jada, and imagine, how does a tumbler and someone that does cheer have pain and still push through for all the hours of practice and hard work? I mean, that is amazing. I mean, I want to applaud you again and just say how awesome and amazing you are, because I'm like, who does that? Who pushes through? And your therapy wasn't for like a day, a week, like even a month. It was like a year, and you still press to become one of the best, if not, in my opinion, the best tumbler in the nation and in the world. Like, that is amazing. And I'm just so, and you still have the pain now, you say, right?
Yes.
Wow, 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 wow. Listen, I know that you talked earlier about you get nervous sometimes, you go on the, on the mat and so forth and so forth. But when that music starts, tell me about your demeanor. Like, do you feel like, you know what, I got this, I'm ready? Like, do you ever feel unprepared, or do you always feel like, you know what, I'm ready for this?
I always feel like I'm ready for this. Like if you have doubt in yourself, then why be on the mat?
Wow. You heard it, everybody, from Jada herself. If you have doubt, why be on the mat? I love that about you. Now, have you always been so confident about you and about the things that you want to do? Have you always been confident?
No, not really. I always like doubt myself a lot because like I see like these other cheerleaders that like also good, so like it brings me down sometimes. So, but it just motivates me more to like top what they do.
Yes. And I always think, Jada, that they are where you are, where I was, I mean, so they started somewhere too, right? They didn't just pop out one day and become who they are, right? It took practice and hard work. And so is tumbling and cheer something you want to do ongoing, like into college and so forth?
I really haven't thought about it. Like college is like kind of different in a way than
Okay.
all-star cheer. Like it's like dead mad, but I definitely like want to do it like in my future.
Wow. That's amazing. And so I gotta ask you, is there a special diet that you have to eat or a certain weight that you have to make? Because I know like wrestlers, right? They have to make a certain weight in order to do that. Like, do you have to meet a certain weight criteria at all?
No, I just kind of eat whatever.
So then my next question is, what's your favorite meal?
Um, I like seafood. I love seafood.
Awesome, awesome. And how about your favorite junk food?
Mm, Talkies or hot Cheetos.
Okay, awesome. Listen, I'm just I'm so in awe of you. And as you all know, listen, we have like a pre-show before the show, right? And I've been trying to connect with Jada for like years and years. She's just so amazing. But we're gonna get that photo shoot one day, right? So, but listen, I want to, some athletes. We talked about how they go onto the mat and go onto the court. I love what you said earlier, right? Why doubt yourself if you're going to go on to the court or go onto the mat, right? Go on knowing and believing that you can do this, you got this, you worked hard. Has there been a time where you've had a goal in mind, but you didn't quite meet the goal? And if yes, how did you handle that?
I definitely had a goal that I did not make. I mean, I was kind of sad, but it just pushes me more to like know what I have to do and like what I have to fix to meet that goal next time.
Wow. Wow. I think you're like me, Jada. Like I try to find out what I did, right? Or what can I do to be
Yeah.
better at that. And so, I go out there and work hard on it and I focus on it. And, you know, do you write down your goals at all?
No, not usually. It's kind of
No, that's okay. No, it's okay. I find that it helps me, right? So when I write down my goal, it helps me to have like a vision kind of board in a sense where I see it, I read it, and it helps me to do that. So even to this day, so but that's amazing. So I wanted to ask you about pressure, right? Because I can only imagine because you have 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You have literally, what is it, 120? You have 150 seconds, right, to prove, like all the hard work. Do you ever feel pressure at all?
always. I always feel pressure, like no matter what, because like people like know how good you are. So like they always want you to be perfect, and they're just waiting for you to make mistakes. So like there's like a lot of pressure on me. Like, and if I make a mistake, then it's just like I'm just like down even more on myself.
Well, listen, you continue to encourage yourself, Jada, because you are really an amazing young lady and always in competition, right? There's going to always be someone that's going to kind of not want you to succeed, right? But listen, you have a cheering section. I'm on that side. So I'm on that side where I'm like rooting for you. I'm cheering for you. I'm a supporter. That's whatever I can do to support you because know that you have more people that are cheering for you and rooting for you and that are there for you. And know that all you can do is give your best and then continue to be better. So that's awesome. I wanted to ask you about sacrifices, right? Most athletes that I've seen, or actors, or singers, anybody that has reached, or even in business, right? Anybody who has done anything in school, right? They've sacrificed some things, right? They've whether going out with friends or not doing this or doing that. Have you had to sacrifice anything in terms of time with family or with friends or this or that just to be as great as you are?
I did. I had to sacrifice like hanging out with my friends. Like if they ask me, I'm like, sorry, I have cheer, I can't. Or if like we make friends and they added practice, I'm like, and then I have to cancel. I'm like, sorry guys, I have cheer. Or like when I travel, like I'm like away from my brother and my dad, so like that's like an impact over like our relationship. So and like I miss like a wedding and like a baby shower because I had cheer.
Yeah, listen, it's those sacrifices, right? That make someone as great as they are. And I know like even some gymnasts, right? They've kind of left their family for like years, you know, to practice with a certain coach and so forth. But that's what's the longest time, if you can remember, the longest time that you were away like from your family?
Um, Probably not that long. Probably like a week, I would say.
Wow. Listen, it's still, but it's worth it, right? And I'm sure your dad and your
Yeah.
brother, they cheer for you and support you and all that you do. So it's amazing and just so proud of you and all that you are. So listen, I wanted to ask you that sometimes I know that, you know, young people cannot be so nice all the time, you know, because they're seeing you grow and sometimes I think it's because they're jealous because they're not where you are or where I am or somebody else is, anyone else, right? So I wanted to ask you, like, how have you had to deal with that at times where people don't say nice things? Because I know on social media, right, it can be very difficult. But have you had to experience anything like that before?
Personally, no, but like with my team, some people like didn't say like nice things about my team, so
And how did the team deal with that?
we just went to the next practice, worked harder at the next competition. We showed them like that we are the best, so
Yeah.
that's all we had to do.
Listen, I love that. I love that, Jada. Just show me you're the best. Listen, that's the answer to people, right? Who say, why, you know, who are you? Listen, and just continue to just work hard and be the amazing person that you are. And not only that, everyone, is not only is she amazing in cheer, as well as an amazing tumbler, like one of the best in the nation, but you also did pageantry for a number of years and you were Miss New York for Royal International Miss and most photogenic. I'm like, what can't you do, Jada? Right? What can't you do? What was that experience like to be in pageantry for those years and to be like Miss New York?
It was definitely a good experience. I don't remember because I was very tiny and little, but
Yes.
I met like some like friends that I still have now from it.
Wonderful. Do you think you go back into pageantry?
I don't think so. I don't think that's like the road I'll go down again.
I love it. Listen, some roads, right? Some roads come to an end and we hop on the next road, right? And we keep on going. I love that. I love that. So listen, not only that, everybody, but you've done acting as well and you've done modeling as well. How did those two things come about?
It, it really came from pageants. Like people from like pageants like contact you, and my mom met someone that like helped me like get agents and like helped me book modeling acts and acting.
That's awesome. And how was the modeling? Is that something that you might want to do at again at some point?
Probably as like a side job.
I love it. I love it. Listen, Jada, in our photo shoot, okay, we want to.
Okay.
I want to do some athletic ones, right? So I want to do some one with you doing some of your moves. I think that would be a phenomenal shoot, right?
Yes.
Cool. All right. Awesome. That would be awesome because again, to capture you like in doing what you love to do, I think it would be amazing. And so, definitely listen. You have the model-esque about you. You have the acting. So is acting something that you would do again?
I don't know. Probably not. I probably like would stick with like cheer because like that's what I've been doing for like almost my whole life, and it's like something I love.
Oh, I'm just in awe that, you know, you've stuck with something for so, and you don't get tired of it, right? It's still exciting to you.
Yes.
Amazing. So let me ask you this question. I didn't send it to you, but I wanted to ask you, have you ever come up with your own routine?
With my friends like in a pool or a sleepover.
Listen, I think it would be wonderful one day for you to like draw up your own routine. And now let me ask you this. They don't have a like I'm not sure what it's called, but it's like a section in cheer where they can kind of do what they, you know, do their own kind of impromptu, independent kind of thing. So there's nothing like that where you can do your own cheer.
No, not really. It's kind of kind of all
Wow.
together.
No, that's amazing. So have you ever given your coaches a suggestion about a cheer?
No.
Okay.
Kind of just let them take the
Got it.
microphone.
Got it. I hear you. I hear you. Well, listen, I just think that it's amazing that you even have the ideas, and right, and just the goal of just be able to think and see it in your mind. So I want to ask you, if you had to describe yourself in a couple of words, how would you describe you?
I would definitely say hardworking, determined, focused. Can be silly at some points and funny.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Well, listen, I think it's amazing. What do you think? And I didn't say this either, but what do you think has helped you? That has been a part of helping you become who you are. Like what do you think has really helped you in terms of whether it's your environment or your home or your family or coaches or just what do you think has helped you sort of the most to kind of help you become who you are today?
I would definitely say my mom because she's like always like been there and she always like always when I doubt myself, she's like, you're legit amazing. So she definitely has like an impact on me and how I came to what I am today.
Wonderful. Well, we give a shout out to your mom. Yes, we give a shout out to your mom. She is amazing, though. She is amazing and awesome. And so I wanted to ask you a few more questions. Um, is there any goal that you would like to achieve that you haven't achieved yet, whether it's in tumbling or cheer?
There's a lot of goals in tumbling that I would love to achieve that I haven't achieved yet. There's just one tumbling skill that I just can't get down right, and it gets me frustrated sometimes because just other people make it look so easy, and then like when you actually do it, it's not so easy. So I had to work like extra hard and like be in the gym a lot to like get it.
Awesome. And does it have a certain name to it? The
Um,
actual move?
it's a two whip double, so it's a standing tumbling.
Oh wow, wow. And so, have you seen videos of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's helped me, right? I used to, you know, play tennis, tennis with my dad, and the way I learned it, I didn't have like a coach. Like he taught me what he could, but I learned the topspin forehand by watching John McEnroe and all these people on television and Jimmy Connors, right? So I watch. So yeah, continue to watch it, right? Just watch those videos, and I learned the importance of how to visualize it, right? And so if I can see it, I know I can do it. And so that's awesome. Well, listen, I have no doubt, Jada, you're gonna listen. If this is something that you want to do and a goal that you want to achieve, I have no doubt in my mind that you're going to achieve that goal. So listen, I'm going to applaud you now because I know you're going to do it. So one day. So is there any other goals that you would like to achieve, whether it's in tumbling or cheer?
Um, no, not really.
Awesome. Listen, that's wonderful. I wanted to ask you, is there anything else that because you also, you play what, basketball, you play, you do track and fields. I mean, when do you find time to sleep?
Um, late at night.
You said late
Very
at
late
night.
at night.
I hear you. No, that's awesome. I love the fact that you're so involved with so many different things and you just continue to stay active. I think it's wonderful. I think you're amazing. I've told you that over and over. You're awesome, phenomenal, fantastic, outstanding, just all of those, and more. And so, is there something else that you want to do? Like, what do you want to do if you know now at 14? What you want to do in life? Like, you want to just continue to cheer and have that be a part of your journey. I know you talked about science off the show in the beginning, but is there an area that you want to go into that you might want to think about doing as a career?
Um, Probably something with like forensics and DNA, but I kind of just want to stick to cheer.
Awesome. Listen, I love it, and I think it's wonderful. I'm gonna call Nike. I'm gonna call all of these contracts. Listen, you need to sign her like now, like get her to a contract now. I'm telling you, because you are really amazing. And yeah, so I'm gonna have to talk to your mom, right? The video that you sent to Infinity Gen X, right? I
Yeah.
might have to ask your mom if I could get that video and I could write something to like Nike and talk to Mr. Nike, right? And say, hey, you need to sign her like now. So is that okay with you?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome, awesome. And listen, I'll do it, Jada. Listen. All I do, right, is just I love to uplift people and inspire. I've written to presidents, I've written to corporations, I've written to anybody because all they can say is what? Maybe no, but they might just say yes, right? And so you just never know. There was a model that I was like, I was mentoring her, and she wanted to go and be um, an elite modeling, and it's a company in New York, right? So I wrote the company months and months and months. Somebody finally said yes. She got to sit down with an executive with that company and ask all questions and see how it worked in the process. So I have no problem reaching out to Nike. So just get ready, okay? Um,
Okay.
so is there any more that you want to share about your journey? Anything that I didn't ask you that you want to share about you, how you got here, or what you're doing next, or what you're working on? Are there any competitions that you're getting ready for now?
Well, it's a new season, so like when it hits like November, then that's when all the competitions start to come. But we're just practicing and like getting ready for like all the competitions.
Awesome. Well, I love it. I love it. Is there more that you want to share that I didn't ask you about you? And um, I'm going to give you the floor to just share, and then I just have just a few more questions to ask you. But is there more you want to share with us about you?
Well, it was a lot of sweat and tears and a lot of hours of training that I had to do to be here, like as like a good tumbler that I am today. And it didn't come easy. Like I had to work for it.
I love it. And listen, we can see the work, Jada. Continue to put in the work. And I'm telling you, there is limitless possibilities for you. I'm literally so excited for you, Jada, about what's coming next for you. And again, I'm serious. I got to talk to your mom about that video because I'm telling you, I will reach out to Mr. I think it's Phil Knight. I think that's his name. But I will reach out to him. But like, listen, somebody has to see this video. They just signed these two sisters, I think. They play soccer from California, I think. And they just signed, and I think they're either in middle school. I don't think they're in high school yet, or maybe just going into high school, but they just signed them. I'm like, listen, I know Jada can be signed. I have no doubt about that as well. So I wanted to ask you, what do you say to someone who hasn't quite reached the point where they see their dreams coming to pass, right? Or just knowing that they can actually follow their dream? What would you say to them to encourage them?
I would say never give up. Like if you give up, then it's never ever gonna come true. And you have to work more. Like you have to be motivated and just like set goals to reach your like every like week. Like you should have like a new goal to like get to your dream.
Wow, wow. Listen, amazing, amazing you are, and beyond amazing you are, Jada. And again, I'm so proud of you. So just two more questions. Is there anyone else that you want to acknowledge that has been a part of your journey thus far? If not, it's fine, because people like, I don't want to forget anybody, but is there anyone else that you want to acknowledge at this point that have helped you become who you are thus far?
Most definitely my coaches, because I don't think I would be like the hardworking athlete I am today if it wasn't for them, because they pushed me like past my limits, and like they saw like what I can really do when I didn't. So like they definitely helped me a lot.
Wow, that's amazing. Well, give a shout out to your coaches, and again to all those that have been just a part of your journey. It's amazing. Continue to stay around those people, Jada, that support you and that are cheering for you. Even when you hear all the negative stuff from time to time, just keep, right, take it and learn from it and let it motivate you the more, right, to be continue to be better and awesome as you are. If people want to find, like, are you on social media? Because I know you're 14 and sometimes parents, but is there a way for people to find you or to connect with you or follow you at all?
Yeah, I have Instagram. They can find me there. It's world WC underscore lights underscore JAE.
Awesome, awesome. Well, Jada, thank you so much for being willing to come on and be a guest on our
Thank you for
show.
having me.
No, absolutely. Is there more that you want to share before I let you go?
No.
Everybody listen, Jada GRUBBS, follow her, connect. I'm telling you, if you know her, if you're around, get her autograph now, take a selfie. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be worth a lot of money because she is that amazing right now. So Jada, yes, I'm so proud of you. Again, thank you for the honor. It's been wonderful. And again, I'm here to support whatever I can do to support you in cheer and tumbling. Just let me know. And mom knows that now continually. And I want to definitely follow up with Nike. Thank you again, Jada, for everything. Thank you for being a guest. I'm honored and privileged. Thank you so much. Everybody, this is Inspiration with Troy Alexander. Every week we come on to encourage you to go get that dream. And you know what our motto is, dream, take that step and walk with purpose into your destiny. Thank you so much for your love and support, and go get that dream. Thank you so much, Jada. Have a good night, everyone.